Hello, welcome to another video, and I find this article quite interesting and I would like to share it with you. It's on family caregiving and its effect on biomarkers of inflammation. I'm waiting website and the transition to family caregiving and its effect on biomarkers of inflammation. Family caregiving has been proposed as a type of chronic stress that may lead to health risks through increased systemic inflammation. Also, childhood trauma has something to do with it. However, most previous studies of caregiving and inflammation have used small convenient samples and compared caregivers with poorly characterized non-caregiving controls. So, yeah, if there's no control group, then it's a problem. And when they published this study, by the way, so the study is published in 2020. This is quite a new study, research article, and in this prospective investigation of 480 participants over a 9-year period, only one of 6 biomarkers showed a significantly larger increase in persons who became caregivers over that time period compared with non-caregiving controls. The size of this one effect was small, and no biomarker effects were found for a subset of strain-exposed caregivers or persons with dementia, and suggests minimal systemic inflammation in response to chronic caregiving stress. And there is another thing, if sometimes there is a small effect size, but that small effect size can lead other problems to occur, so that small effect size is small in size, but actually it is quite important and essential to reduce inflammation or reduce the psychiatric diseases. Chronic stress has been widely proposed to increase systemic inflammation and pathway that may link stress with a heightened risk for many diseases. The chronic stress-inflammation relationship has been challenging to study in humans. However, a family caregiving has been identified as one type of stressful situation that might lead to increased inflammation. So, okay, let's read more. Of the 6 biomarkers examined, only tumor necrosis factor alpha receptor 1 showed a significantly greater increase in caregivers compared with controls. This effect was small, and no effects were found for a subset of 45 caregivers who were living with a spouse with dementia. These results are consistent with recent meta-analytic findings and challenge the widespread belief that caregiving is a substantial risk factor for increased inflammation. Future research is warranted and factors that may account for stress resilience in family caregivers. So that is interesting. So I would like to check the method of the study. The reasons for geographic and racial differences in stroke. That is quite interesting scale. Is this scale? This study is a national longitudinal investigation of many people, United States, who were 45 more years, and they were years of age when enrolled in 2020 to 2007. Okay, so I'm curious about how they measure the inflammation, but the method seems quite meticulously written here. Statistical analysis. The present analyses are based on data from 239. We see among the 502 total participants enrolled in the study, usable data from biomarker assays were obtained for between 463 participants for CRP and for interleukin-6, 2, and 25% of levels from the first assessment and 16% of levels from the second assessment were below the detectable range, and 0.034 was inserted as the value for these observations, which represents the midpoint between 0 and the lowest detectable score of 0.068. So then the statistical analysis. Let's read the discussion the aging of the human population around the world is placing heavy demands on families and communities to provide daily care for the expanding number of older adults with disabilities. In the United States alone, it's estimated that at least 17 million, perhaps 40 million persons serve as informal or family caregivers for older adults. So ongoing research on the overall physical health effects of caregiving should continue to reconcile these two complementary perspectives and advance our understanding of which particular persons might be truly at risk for poorer health outcomes due to stress of caregiving. So it means simply caregiving is important, risk for inflammation and potential. It is important to prevent psychiatric diseases. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this article. I hope you enjoyed the way that I present it, and I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye bye.